when my two youngest girls, Claire and Madeline, were just little, probably about 6, 7, 8 years old. We went camping in Brown County. And now they're both in their 20s. But we're going camping, and right at dusk, for whatever reason, I thought it would be a good time after dinner to go on a hike. And so we went hiking into the woods. And I knew this, I had looked at this short 2 to 3 mile hike. It wouldn't be long. We took a flashlight. We're okay. I forgot to tell my wife where we were going, but I was going to be back soon. We got halfway through the hike, and it was pretty good. But then we got right back into the woods. It kind of separated to the lake, and then we got back into the woods. By then, it was completely dark. My girls were terrified. And all of a sudden, we're going to a rugged part of the trail, which I forgot to realize, or I didn't realize it got rugged. So all of a sudden, my girls are terrified. I don't know where to go. Every sound is magnifying because you can't see anything. I'm carrying one in front of me. I'm carrying one in the back. And I think I'm singing God is Bigger Than the Boogeyman just to comfort them, to get them through that night. They looked to me, even though I made a mistake, they looked to me for guidance. And I got them back safely. My wife was worried sick. And it's one of those stories to say, yes, I made a mistake. But I share that story to say, we as fathers, we as parents, we make mistakes, right? But we love our children. We love them so much. But we cannot love them as much as God loves us. He has a love for us that actually surpasses a parent's love. And I want to talk to you today about this perfect dad. And I want to share this story in the Bible, which you're familiar with if you've grown up in the church at all. You know the parable Jesus gave about the boy who lived with his brother and the father, and he wanted his inheritance. Even though it was supposed to be when he died, he wanted the inheritance of his father now and live his own life, do his own thing. The father granted it. He went away and spoiled all the money, spent it all, and all of a sudden had nowhere to turn, had nowhere to go. And he sheepishly went his way home. So we see in Luke records this in chapter 15, verse 20. He says, and he arose, the boy, and came to his father. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and felt compassion. He ran, embraced him, and kissed him. And the son said to the father, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. But the father sent his servants. Bring quickly the best robe, put it on him, and put a ring on his finger and shoes on his feet, and bring the fattened calf and kill it. Let us eat and celebrate. For this my son was dead, and now he's alive. He was lost, and now he's here. And they begin to celebrate. You see, Jesus told this to say, no matter how far we walk away from God, he will always accept us back if we give our lives to, if we come back to him. That's the kind of Father's love. And I'm talking about this today because Father's Day is just a few days away. Now, this is a celebration. I have a great dad, but I know a lot of people have had a dad who's lost, who's died. My biological dad died when I was young. Maybe you've got a dad who wasn't good on you. Maybe he was abusive. Maybe he walked out on you. I don't understand what it's like. I didn't go through that. But I want you to look at this today and think, who was an adult that has mentored you? Maybe it's not a parent, but who as an adult has mentored you, giving you good advice? The topic of today's topic is thanks for your advice of this devotion. Thanks for the advice. Find somebody who's been mentoring you through your life. And maybe on the business line, find a boss. If you don't have a current manager or boss, find somebody who in the past has been there for you on the business side, in your work, in your career, maybe in school. And I want you to do one thing today. I want you not to send them a card, not to buy them a gift. I want you to write them a personal letter. Write them a letter just expressing your feelings. Write out specific examples of things they've done in your life and what they mean to you. That will be more special because nobody does this anymore. Make them feel special this Father's Day. Let's do something to give back to those who have spent time and put this effect into our lives. And I'm going to end on this story. I know, once again, I'm over the 3-minute devotional time, but I think this is worth it. I want to share the analogy that I love. You know, when a father is teaching a child to walk, the last thing the father's doing is when the child falls down time and time again, the toddler's trying to learn to walk. A father is not going to say, or a good father is not going to say, get up and walk to me. I've seen you do it. I know you can do it. You can do better. No. A good father, a completely loving father says, just get back up. He picks the boy or the girl back up and just says, keep coming to me. That's what God expects. As long as we turn to him, we can always come back. We just have to give our heart and our life to him. And that's my challenge to you. Have a great day.